Hello and a very warm welcome to another episode of Her Space podcast. In this podcast, we bring stories of mothers from different spaces, and this month being the Autism Acceptance and Awareness Month, as an autism mom, we are bringing stories of people in the spectrum. So we are talking to parents, we are talking to healthcare workers, we are talking to teachers, we're talking to persons living in the spectrum themselves, and we're going to bring you stories, diverse stories from across Africa, to illuminate on this issue, to raise awareness, to build advocacy and acceptance among families and societies, because we are one world, we are beautiful, we come in different colors. So welcome. Remember to like, subscribe and share. My name is Edna Thiongombugwa and I am your host today. I'm so excited today to have a very special guest, a good friend of mine, a woman in the spectrum. And, do I say this lady wears very many hats, just like many women that we have had in studio before. Most welcome, Karen.
Thank you.
I would love for you to introduce yourself. This is Karen Muriuki, but I want her to introduce herself to do herself justice and tell us about all the hats that you wear. Most welcome. Look at that camera and introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Karen Muriuki. I wear many hats, and as you know, I'm autistic myself, diagnosed very young. For those who might not see my face or me wholly, I am a dark-skinned woman. I have dreadlocked hair. I'm wearing a very nice light bluish t-shirt with the words written Home 254, and I'm wearing a very nice blue pants and black shoes. As you've just heard, I wear many hats, but to keep it very short, I'm a certified disability inclusion facilitator and alumni of the International Disability Alliance Bridge training program that focuses on the UNCRPD and the Sustainable Development Goals. I'm the organizing secretary of the Differently Talented Society of Kenya, and I'm currently working as a neurodiversity consultant at Ubongo International, which is an NGO based in Tanzania that works closely with children and also does content for kids as well. And also I am the award-winning enabled disability inclusion influencer.
Woo! Hey guys, in studio, we are clapping for Karen. Oh my gosh. How do you do all that?
Well, you have to, I look at it in twofold. I look at work-life balance, and that is one of the things like now what we're doing in our organization where I work at is work-life balance. When you balance work and your personal life, that brings intertwined together. So I balance it so well. Like, for example, if you have any conferences and one of your representatives is not able to represent you at the various functions that are disability related, and you have to go for it. So yeah, that's how I do it.
I know, Karen, I'm so excited. And I think I remember when we had coffee at Art Cafe with Frankie, and we had so much fun.
Yeah.
Just, like Frankie and I, our kids are just newly diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
They're under 6 years. Mm-hmm. And so we were so excited to meet someone who has lived in the spectrum up to your age.
Yes.
Karen now is in your 40s now.
Yes, I'm in my 40s right now.
Oh girl, look at you. This gives us so much inspiration and hope.
Yes.
And like to see someone who has lived and how you have become so passionate.
Yeah.
To support, and you've been telling me backstage about your passion for all disabilities.
Yes.
And thank you so much for bringing that light.
Yeah.
So tell me, you didn't tell us that you're also the choir in Don Bosco Church?
Yes, I'm the assistant choir trainee at the choir. If the choir director is not present, then I have to take charge of everything.
Girl?
Yes.
Which instrument do you play?
I'm a bass player.
Oh, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's try to just go far back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I'm so excited about you. Is it gazy? I'm starstruck.
It's okay to feel that way. I mean, it's okay.
I'm excited. And I pray that, one day it will be my son sitting on that chair and talking about it.
And you're
so
non-speaking, just son
we are
having
still non-speaking.
your son be able to use either a letterboard or any other assistive communication device, and he can be able to do that.
Yeah, we're going to work on that with you.
Yeah,
we're going to work on that with you. So tell me, let's go a little far back. Just tell us about your growing up and how your life has been and how you've navigated.
Wow, where do I begin? Decades ago, you know, in the 80s, let's go back to 1960s. We already know how autism was probably perceived in the 60s. Not many, you find out a lot of autistics have been institutionalized and all that stuff, right? Because that time, nobody knew anything about autism or whether or not autistic people existed.
Yeah.
Yes, so I can then take you now to when I grew up, how I was diagnosed autistic when I was 3.5 in 1985. At that time, it was known as moderate to severe mental retardation with signs of autism.
What, Karen?
Yes, that's how they use. That was how it was in the 80s.
Oh my God.
That is how it was in the 80s, you know. Yeah. And you know, when people hear those two terms, and I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
It brings a lot of negativity, gives you those bad vibes. And as when you hear those two words being put together, that spells doom.
I know.
For you as an autistic child.
Yeah.
They would not want to recognize you. And with those two words that I've mentioned, which I will not say it again, that exacerbates stigma.
Yes.
And that's how it was. When a child gets the autism diagnosis with those two words put together, stigma was the order of the day. And there was no awareness of what autism was in the 80s. Those times, a lot of autistic kids were stigmatized, were hidden. And even in mainstream school, they're not attended to. Many times bullying is involved.
Yes.
A lot of bullying is involved. When those two words are put there, you become a target of bullies, not only from the students, but also from the teachers.
Yes.
And that was me.
Oh, Karen.
That was me. Being in a regular school, when you know you had difficulties in your learning, I even have undiagnosed dyscalculia, which is a math disability. I didn't even know that I've undiagnosed dyscalculia because it was not detected early enough. There was nothing to do with assessments, nothing to do with functional assessments like what we have here. There was nothing in my time. You just have to cope.
Wow.
And with my case, it was hard. It was hard and very difficult. Come from the bullying, from the stigma that I endured, from the lack of support and reasonable accommodations, even within your own setting. I'm not going to say it here, sorry, just to be very, we do not want to, because of culture and all that stuff. And you know, you cannot expose anybody within your circle and will not feel very happy about it. So, okay. So from your circle, from your educational institution, which was a regular school, I found it even hard to make friends.
I know.
When you have those two words are there, when that child has that kind of a disability, that child, let me say autistic child, had that kind of a
description.
That kind of description, you find it hard to make friends. And that was my situation. Nobody wanted to hang out with me. Nobody wanted even to associate themselves with me. The teachers even refused to help me out.
Oh.
So it was a situation that really was out of control. It escalated.
Yeah.
You know? But luckily, thank goodness, when I was in a high school, Augustana Academy, thank God they had a counseling psychologist. They had a life skills coach.
Okay.
That helped me. That really helped with my situation. I didn't even know anything about friendship of all time, you know, still struggling to make sense of the world, you know, even I didn't even know that I was autistic.
Okay.
You know, with all the therapy, with all the counseling that I got when I was in my adult life, because during that time when you're having to be over-medicated, having to be put through, because they kind of think that you're schizophrenic, you know, they don't even know that you're autistic. They might think that you have bipolar, they have schizophrenia. you know, these medicines that you take, like Ritalin and all that. I don't know if you know those medicines.
They're not recommended.
They're not recommended. They're trying to over-medicate you. Even when I was that age, when I was in primary school, I was over-medicated with Ritalin, because they found out that, you know, the hyperactivity, which is very common with autistic people, with many autistics.
Yeah.
As an autistic person, I was very hyper.
Yeah, very hyper.
As an autistic child, I was very hyper. I was put through that over-medication and all that stuff. And that's not really good for any autistic.
No, it's not.
It's not very good for any autistic child. So I stopped taking those medicines.
Doesn't help.
Does not help.
Yeah.
So I stopped taking those medicines. Yeah. And of course, let's just look at the grading. When you're autistic and there are no supports, don't expect anybody to support you in your learning. Don't expect any reasonable accommodation in learning. I didn't get that until probably when I was in a special needs school around 1997.
Or later you went into a special needs school?
Yeah, in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that helped a lot?
That helped me. And I was able to get counseling when I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, you've really talked a lot in your advocacy about therapy.
Yeah, yeah. It was important that I get therapy because many autistic people, when they endure stigma within and internalize, when we talk about internalized ableism, it is ableism is like they look at disability wrongly to like how a non-disabled person looks at a person without disability perceives a person with disability as inferior to them. Yeah. That is what we call ableism. And when that ableism manifests itself internally, to have people within your circle and they escalate the internalized ableism from within your own circle, it just germinates. Yeah. It exacerbates the stigma. And you cannot do anything about it because when you try and educate somebody who has this internalized ableism, it's best not to just.
It does not work.
It does not work.
Yeah. I had you in the video that you did with neurodivergent game changers, talking a lot about family acceptance. Yes. So, as a person who went through that, how did that impact
my mental health?
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's really impacted heavily and negatively on my mental health as an autistic person. When you look at neurodivergence and mental health, people really have this dismissive attitude towards autistic people and their mental health. They just think that, even they just tell you, like, even as we have issues, it's not all about you. The disgusting attitude that people have, the acceptance, you know, when there's one part of your circle that accepts who you are, but there's that other circle that does not accept your neurodivergence, that you're autistic, your neurotype as an autistic. That means there's a lot of conflict. That is what I endure. That is even in my life as an autistic adult, it's like that. Yeah. And you're not willing to be sensitized or enlightened about autism from an autistic experience. They don't want to know about it. They just want you to mask. When you talk about masking, like for me, I mask when I'm around people within my circle who have never accepted I'm autistic. You have to mask, and that has really taken a toll on my mental health. Yeah, and that's the reason why I'm going through therapy, going to counseling. You know, to have somebody who has the same kind of experience and who know what autistic people face within your own circle that don't accept who they are. Yeah, they don't accept that they're autistic. You know?
So that's a challenge that we're still navigating in terms of, you know, acceptance, you know, from the society, from the family setting, from people who are close to you. And it is important for us to continue advocating for that. Yeah, I think in my short span knowledge of the last 2 years, I think acceptance is really important. It's difficult, I think, because families also come through, you know, like denial. But you know, we need to get through from denial now to acceptance. So that we can be able to, you know, accommodate.
It's always very important to accommodate autistic people. But when you find out still family members are not willing, they're still in denial, still not willing, and they go from denial to just anger and resentment towards that child, that autistic child or adult or adolescent. They just don't want to deal with you. They want to change who you are. They want you to become normal. Because that is in their world, according to the belief system. We're challenging this kind of negative perceptions that persons with disabilities are not human. And the same thing, they perceive autistics as people who are not human. They deserve to be locked away. They deserve to be changed. Like, you know, you look at, like, for example, they take an autistic person to like the crusade, like, for healing. I want to heal you. I want to cure you. I want you to look normal. They want you to mask. That is what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with this masking.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with the masking situation.
Yeah.
And
it's difficult, I can understand. Yeah.
When you're masking around people who cannot accept your neurotype, that you're autistic. It's the best thing. You just have to mask, and that can have lingering effects on your mental health, and they don't want to realize that. They don't want to understand. Even as you try and tell them, this is what I'm enduring, and they become very dismissive to you. Yeah.
Wow. It's been a journey, right?
It's been, yeah.
Oh, and backstage you told me you're from my hometown.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
But you're a city girl.
But I'm a city person.
You grew up in the city.
I grew up in the city.
Yeah.
I grew up in Nairobi.
I grew up there in Uthaya.
Yeah. But you know me, I'm
you just go there for functions?
Functions, and once those functions are over, you come back to Nairobi.
Yeah, you love the city, huh?
Very true. I love it.
Yeah, because you're a city girl.
I'm a city
so
person.
now it's this is the Autism Acceptance Awareness Month. What are some of the things? I think there are a few things that I would like you to tell us.
Yes.
Like maybe for a young mother who is observing some of the signs from their children. What are some of the things that people should look out for? And then, you know, like in your life, what have you done to navigate and to overcome the challenges?
Some of the things that if a young mother is noticing that their child is missing some of the milestones, I'm looking at it from a human rights perspective, because I don't want, we are trying to move away from the medical model, because most of the time autism is being viewed from a medical lens, and that's why many times a lot of autistic people like ourselves still face stigma.
Yeah.
Because people look at autism from a medical lens. And when autism is being looked at from that kind of angle of the medical model of disability, it means that they want to fix that child.
Yeah.
Right? And we're trying to move away from the medical model to the human rights model. And this is me talking in my capacity now as a disability inclusion facilitator, as a certified disability inclusion facilitator, and as an alumni of the IDA Bridge CRPD SDGs training program. Now, if a mother notices that her child is missing some of those milestones, it is always important to go to a psychiatrist and say, hey, listen, my child is missing some of those milestones, like speech, like if they're hyper, if they're having sensory challenges, if they're sensory overstimulated, or if they're having constant anxiety, you know. They could have that kind of opinion, you know, to go to a psychiatrist and say, this is what my child is going through. This is what could be the problem. And when the psychiatrist or a registered psychiatrist can now sense, okay, we need to do an assessment of this child. Is a child not being able to speak? If a child is very sensitive, has a sensory overstimulation or overload. If a child is hyper or have severe anxiety, you know, those are the things that you look at. And then if they find out that these things are there, these signs are there, these autistic traits, I prefer using autistic traits.
Okay.
Some of the non-autistic traits, like the sensory part, the anxiety part, the hyperactivity part of it. This is, and let me just narrate to the sensory part of that. If there's sensory overstimulation, or they're not able to speak. And, you know, those types, then that means they have to go to seek an opinion or a referral from a psychiatrist, and they can now diagnose.
It could also be a
Yeah,
neurodevelopmental,
Yeah.
either pediatrician or
Yeah,
a neurodevelopmental doctor.
Yes, a
Yeah.
neurodevelopmental psychiatrist or anybody. So
Yeah.
they can now decide, they
Mhm.
can carry out those assessments for the child. And
Mhm.
yeah.
And then once the assessment has come through and a diagnosis has been made,
Yeah.
what are some of the steps that, what has worked for you and what do you think would work for others?
So some of the things that have worked for me is speech therapy and OT.
Okay.
I went through speech therapy
Mhm.
because I was minimally speaking
Okay.
until the age of 6. I could not speak clearly, could not make concrete sentences. And of course, OT was also another thing. I prefer speech and OT.
Mhm.
If you have a non-speaking child
Mhm.
and if they're not able to speak anymore, then you have to look at an alternative way to introduce them to AAC, alternative and augmentative communication.
Mhm.
Get the devices, maybe a letterboard. If you have a non-speaking apraxic autistic child
Mhm.
and they have whole body-mind disconnect, they have a movement problem,
Mhm.
like they have a motor planning problem, then that means they'll have to be using a letterboard.
Mhm.
You need to get a child on a letterboard to spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or any other AAC device that is very available to the non-speaking child.
Mhm.
Yeah. So for me, it's just the speech therapy and the OT.
Occupational.
But for a mom, for maybe a child who is going through it, the same thing. And then now, if a child is non-speaking, introduce them to AAC.
Okay.
Yes.
It helps.
Yeah.
Yes, and we've seen a lot of children being able to use those devices and communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're moving away from trying to force speech. If your child cannot speak, then you shouldn't force speech into an autistic child. Invest in AAC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to work with what works for them, right?
Yeah.
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 And that's really nice, hearing it from you because you've lived it. This is your lived experience.
Yes,
Yeah. What other challenges do you feel the autistic people face? What other challenges have you faced?
Okay. For me, as an autistic person, I feel underrepresentation.
Okay. Is it like in the society or in the
the
government?
society.
Okay.
And both in society and in the government. Our voices are still not there. We don't have any autistic-led organizations. And that's the reason why a lot of autistics are coming, like they're really fighting back against these kinds of ableist practices globally. And many of these autistic-led organizations are speaking up against these kinds of things. And we want people to really realize that we have been there. We as autistics have been there. We want people to realize that this is our home. We're not the minority.
Yeah.
And I want to speak about the pathologizing language and the infantilization perception that they look at autistics. We're not kids.
Yeah.
And some of the imagery that I've seen, it is really does not sit very well with me as an autistic person. Like I prefer using the infinity
sign.
I prefer that, the rainbow infinity and the gold infinity. The gold infinity logo.
The loop.
Yeah, it represents autistic people, and the infinity, the multicolored infinity one represents neurodivergent persons. So we have never been represented because our voices have been silenced a lot. That is why we need people to listen to as many autistic people as possible. Have an autistic person in society. Don't just try and hide us because that you're minimizing our participation.
Yes.
If you look at the UN CRPD, it requires that persons with disabilities participate in social and political life. One of the important articles of the convention requires that persons with disabilities participate in social and political life.
Yeah.
That is the antithesis. And even living independently and being included in the society. As one of the articles, the two articles I know is Article 30 and Article 19 of the UN CRPD, guarantees. If you look at Article 30, it requires that persons with disabilities, it's Article 29 of the UN CRPD, requires that persons with disabilities participate in social and political life. And in Article 19 of the CRPD, it requires that persons with disabilities have a right to live independently and being included in the society. If you look at those two articles, they really are so important in their participation. That is why we as autistic people require to be included in being included in the community and also participate in social and political life.
Yeah. And how are we doing as a country?
Unfortunately, we're not doing well.
We're not doing well.
We're really letting persons with disabilities down. We have already have passed a bill. We've passed the Persons with Disability Bill. It's waiting for its assent into law. And we have a national disability policy that was passed by Cabinet. The problem is we're very good in laws.
But execution.
Executing laws, we're not yet there. Those laws are just on paper but you're not utilizing them to the best of our ability.
Yeah. And I hope that bill in Parliament is talking also about education.
Education, yeah.
And healthcare.
Healthcare to everybody, and even the incentives to parents and caregivers of children with severe disabilities. It's also being covered in a bill that was just passed. And even the national policy even talks about even the incentives of tax exemption among parents and caregivers of children with severe disabilities.
But it's not happening.
Yeah, we hope it happens.
Yeah, we hope. You parliamentarians, please, you're listening to us. Can you quickly assent it into law?
Assent it into law.
Yeah, and then we can start executing.
Yeah. Because one of the good thing with the Persons with Disability Bill, it aligns very well with Article 54 of our current constitution and also the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. And you know, Kenya ratified the convention in 2008.
Okay.
So we know that being part and parcel of the UNCRPD guarantees that we have to look at our laws, whether it aligns well with the CRPD. And now that this bill not only aligns with our current constitution, it also aligns with the CRPD. We are very assured that persons with disabilities will be able to participate.
Yeah.
In line with the convention.
Yeah, both in society and in politics.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it's a work in progress, especially for the country.
Yes.
Yeah. So in the at least at the society level, what are some of the things, especially for this month? We're talking about acceptance, awareness.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you would tell our communities?
I would tell our communities, include autistic people. Have at least an autistic person on the board. Whether if it's in the national body, like now National Council for Persons with Disabilities.
Yeah, that one at least has.
No.
It doesn't.
Unfortunately not. We're not meeting the principle of, we're not meeting the goal of general comment number 7 of the UNCRPD. We need to ensure that an autistic person is on the board, at least more than one autistic person, to meet that threshold of the CRPD requirement.
Okay.
It has to meet that goal of the requirement of one of the general comments of the UNCRPD. If you look at the general comments, one of the general comments insists that 50% of the leadership has to be represented by persons with disability.
Okay.
Yes, it has to be represented with that.
So have we met that threshold?
And in DTSK, I can say being the organizing secretary as a first autistic community member of differently talented, we are there.
Well done.
We are there. But on the national level, in societal level, we do not have an autistic person present, then you're not meeting the threshold of general comments number 7.
So it's still something that we need to look into.
We need to look into. It requires a lot of sensitization and inclusion and awareness. Because still, if we are trying to fight back against the stigma and discrimination of autistic adults in the room, then we need to guarantee our participation in the community.
Yeah.
And to do so, we must continue to fight stigma and discrimination. We have to look at why we need to fight against stigma. Because stigmatization is still there. A lot of autistic people have still been hidden.
Yeah.
You see, that is where. And people don't want to talk about it because to them, culturally, from a cultural and religious perspective, it's a taboo.
Yeah.
They think it's a taboo because their mindset is built on you cannot discuss anything regarding that person. It's a taboo. And we're trying to beat that kind of societal attitudes.
Yeah.
And we're trying to beat stigma. That is one thing. We have to address stigma. Why are autistic people still facing stigma?
Yeah.
And that is what we're trying to fight. We're fighting back against stigma and discrimination against autistic people. And that requires, as autistics, we need to continue to sensitize people within the community about what we are. To have as many autistic people being on the ground to educate even those who are still continuing to hide them, to deprive them of the ability to participate in the community. Yes.
Well done. And you know, you've done so much, Karen. You've become a global icon. I'm seeing you in global platforms. You told me earlier you were meant to be in Germany.
Unfortunately, due to funding, it's you know, if you're not sponsored, then you will not be guaranteed your participation. But if with better planning and with proper donor engagement and partnership, you'll be able to be guaranteed your participation, and that also includes also being accredited, accreditation as well. You have to write to various parties for accreditation, so that in the next Global Disability Summit, you'll be able to participate physically. But at least the good thing, I was able to follow it virtually.
Virtually? Oh, you are following. You told me you were.
I was following online.
You were in Nigeria last year?
For the EdTech conference.
How was that?
It was okay, but I was even a panelist, actually.
Well done.
Yes. However, and if you could remember in one of the recommendations, we need EdTech to be one of the main objectives for disability inclusion. How can we enhance EdTech to be more inclusive to persons with disabilities? When you're designing EdTech products, how accessible is it to persons with disabilities? That is where I got into EdTech advocacy now. As part of inclusive education. Are the products accessible to persons with disabilities?
Is that what you do at Ubongo?
We do edutainment for kids. There are many shows, Ubongo Kids, Akiliemi, and Nuzo Inamia. In fact, Nuzo Inamia right now is now the new baby now.
Oh, it's called Zoe?
Nuzo Inamia.
Nuzo Inamia.
Yes. It helps children with comprehension skills. It's like Superbook. It takes the two kids, Nuzo and Namia, to various countries. And one of the characters, Namia, being autistic, we're trying to portray all of her autistic traits, especially as a way of enlightening non-autistic children, neurotypical children, to be more accepting of their autistic peers.
I like that. Has it been launched?
Yes.
And we've not seen it?
Unfortunately, it's on YouTube. You can even search for it on YouTube. You go to Nuzo Inamia YouTube channel, B2B.
You're going to give us the link?
Yes,
then we can attach it to this video.
Yes.
For people to see it.
I have it on my phone and I can send it to you on WhatsApp. I like
that because I've been looking for a way of even educating my neighbors, the children who play with my son, in a nice way, like something they can watch and learn, and so that they can understand him. You know, because you know, my son, sometimes kids want to hug him, he doesn't want to be hugged.
Sensory.
You
look at the sensory thing of your child. If your child is very sensitive to touch, maybe a way that you can help kids to understand that autistic people, sometimes they don't like being, I hate somebody just
cuddling you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't like it too?
No. I don't feel, you have to respect our boundaries.
By the way, did I hug you? Do you like hugging?
Sometimes.
The way I like hugging, squeezing. You don't like it?
Sometimes when I'm in a state of mourning, then I emotionally.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes my son also like he likes cuddling. Actually, he's not like very averse to being touched, but I know it's important for us to educate family members
about boundaries.
Yeah.
It's important. People have to understand about boundaries among autistic people. Autistic people are very, very known to be very boundary sensitive with boundaries.
Tell me about that.
You know, when it comes to our boundaries, people really, really take that for granted.
Okay. Yeah. Because we're used to just touching each other.
Yes. It makes us be very, very vulnerable, and we don't like anybody that uses us like for their own gain. I hate that. Respect our boundaries. That's what we keep insisting. Respect our boundaries. Understand why sometimes when we tell you no, we're not doing it in a bad way, because the perception of non-autistic people to look at. To perceive autistics as rude, that has always been their narrative, and I hate that.
Tell us more a little bit about that, because this thing of either being seen as rude or
Yes.
or a young child may be seen as naughty.
As naughty. I've been told that many times. Like when I don't want to talk to you, that I'm being perceived as rude. Like if if I want to be alone, I'm told you're rude. Why? It's wrong. It's very abusive, and it's very ableist to tell any autistic or neurodivergent person that it's wrong. That is when they're going through some stuff. They need to regulate themselves. If they feel dysregulated, respect that.
I like that. So
stop telling a child, stop telling an autistic child, teen, or adult that you're rude. It's very disrespectful. It means that you're just being an ignorant person. You're being ignorant and you're not willing to learn.
And those are the things, Karen, we are saying we need to educate people on. Because say, for example, like your siblings or your parents may not understand.
They don't understand.
Yeah. You know, like, for example, in family functions, we want you to show up to be there. African families.
African families, those are the worst. Oh my gosh. They don't understand. African families
you have to sit there until the guests leave.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh no, I want to be in my room. Your mother is not going to understand that.
And it's like that. In all family gatherings, like from an African perspective, gosh, we are worse. We are really the worst. We are the worst case studies. We're the worst case. Like when you have an autistic person that really wants to be in your room, they're really dysregulated. They have high levels of social anxiety, and you don't understand that they're really dysregulated and they want to be alone. And you're trying to tell anybody who does not understand, or not, let me say, both not understanding and accepting that you're autistic. They will take you.
I like that. And those are the kind of things that we need to illuminate on and create awareness on. If you want a me time, it's fine. And I think we are learning. I think this new generation, even the neurotypicals have that. You know, sometimes they just want their me time. And, you know, this is not the generation of you have to sit here until guests leave and, you know, like you're the guest entertainment. Maybe those days because there were no awareness. But right now, I think it is very important for us to know to respect.
Yeah, just respect our boundaries. If an autistic person tells you no, please. They don't feel very comfy with guests around. And sometimes, you know, you want to be alone. God, it's hard.
I like that. But thank you. And that is the reason why I told you, Karen, we're going to have very many conversations.
That's true.
This is just one of them. And we want to continue just having more conversations with you, because in small bits. In small bits. I don't want you to also like be start feeling anxious.
Yeah, feeling anxious sometimes when you in a setting like this, in a public setting like this, and you know there are people who might not be happy with you sharing your stuff, and they'll see it as a taboo. We're trying to combat this tabooism. What we're dealing with right now, from where I come from, it's a tabooism.
I like
and we're trying to combat the tabooism that is there. When you have that kind of a mindset, that also creates stigma.
Exactly. And I like that, because you've really talked about that, and it's important for you to, you know, the inclusivity has to come by including you, being there as you are, not trying to be made to be another person.
A normal, quote unquote.
Exactly. Because you're whole. And look at you, Karen, you're so beautiful. I love your hair. How did you decide to grow locks? Was it difficult?
No.
It wasn't.
No. I got tired of my hair. I just got tired of this stress of just going to the salon. Like, I'm doing your hair. I just got really tired. And I was like, let me just lock my hair.
How long ago?
2013. 10 years ago.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
They're long.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, but you still go to the salon like once a month? And that's easier.
That's easier for
than
me.
combing your hair and stressed with.
I hate.
How is your social life?
It's betrayed.
The social life of an autistic adult.
Not that much.
Because, you know, let me tell you.
You're being hidden.
Let me tell you, the biggest challenge for me right now is I don't know whether my son has friends, because, you know, like, I've not, you know, like, I don't know whether I should go out there and make friends for him, or you know, like when do they start like being invited for birthdays?
Like, no, oh God. I didn't have that kind of life. Unfortunately, I did not have that kind of life because you're told you must not talk to strangers. You have to be hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have that kind of life.
Okay.
Nobody wanted to invite me because I was told that you cannot talk, that you're this and you're that and the other.
Yeah.
So my social life was really limited.
Yeah.
I was a lone ranger. Like you have to behave a certain way. You know, that affected me so much. Nobody wanted to hang out with me because of they saw me as a nobody. You know, that affected everything because of the attitudes that people were perceiving on me. You know, yeah.
And look at you, beautiful. You doing such amazing work for Kenya, for Africa, for the globe, and you know, raising awareness and your your whole.
Yeah.
You know, you're in church. You're
I'm everywhere.
in the community. You're doing well.
Thank
so
you.
I think we're going to continue talking more about that. I know we have run out of time for
True.
how much time do you have? 2 minutes. And but I would like you to give a parting shot.
Okay.
You know, to families, to the society, to you know, to people out there. What would you like to tell them?
What I would like to tell them is this: on this Autism Acceptance Month, we're moving away from awareness. We want to accept as many autistic people as possible. It's to listen to as many autistic people as possible and understand where we're coming from. Have at least an autistic person talk about who they are. We're not tokens. We're moving away from tokenism. We're moving away from the medical model. We're trying to embrace change now. As one of the commitments that were made, we need to ensure that autistic people are guaranteed their participation. We want autistic people on the ground. We want more and more autistic adults on the ground. And this is my message to any parent. Allow your child to blossom. Allow your child to have a very nice social life. Don't let them be like any one of us who didn't have that, who are locked away, who are told that that you're behaving badly, you're badly behaved, and that's the reason why you're struggling like now. Just love them for who they are. Don't force them to be like you. Don't make them mask their autism. Make them, just allow them to blossom. Just release them from their confines of their homes. Bring them out. That's what I keep saying. Bring your autistic child out. Bring your autistic adult out. Let them experience life. Let them have that air to breathe, the flora and fauna of the air. Yeah, just that. Thank you.
Wow, Karen. Thank you. Thank you so much. And this, enough said.
Yeah, that's enough.
Enough said. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for making the time. Frankie and I are your friends.
Thank you.
And many other people in our community are your friends. We look forward to meeting other friends of yours in the community. And you're not missing any other trip. Please.
I hope so. If we get the accreditation, we're trying to work on the accreditation either with MasterCard or with CBM Global. CBM, Christian Blind Union. You're part of Christian Blind Mission.
Yeah.
They have a Kenya office.
Okay.
So that is one of the main sponsors of the Global Disability Summit. Aside from the International Disability Alliance, we have Light for the World.
Okay.
And locally, United Disabled Persons of Kenya, Kenya Association of the Intellectually Handicapped, KAI.
Wow, and you know a lot.
I've worked with these people.
The information in head, Karen.
Yeah, I work with these guys, and that is the reason why we attend some of these functions. That is why we attend some of these disability functions.
Yeah.
And now that even now that the Global Disability Summit is over, we have the report that has just been shared.
Okay.
And now that we're looking forward to another important conference that is coming in June.
Okay.
The Inclusive Africa Conference. Please just Sambaza, make sure people register.
Okay.
As the award-winning disability inclusion influencer. we have the conference that is in June from
Where
the
is
3rd.
it?
It's going to be at the JW Marriott Hotel in
In
Westland.
Nairobi?
Yeah, in Nairobi.
Perfect. That one you and I are going.
We hope to get as many. We need to. We are the host country.
Okay.
And it would be really very sad that we do not have any person with disability representing. And we want to sponsor as many persons with disabilities, not only from our county, but from other counties to come here.
Okay.
Because we need them to be here.
Yes.
They'll be able to learn so much and get so much from all the global leaders with disabilities.
Yes.
From Google, from Microsoft, and they'll look at various assistive devices that they have to offer.
Awesome.
And yeah, so please guys, register. I'm going to share the my logo. I'm going to share it with you.
Yeah, please share with your social handles.
Yeah, I'm going to share everything.
Social media handles, yeah.
And also follow Enable.
Okay.
Kindly do follow Enable.
Okay.
I'm going to share my poster and kindly print.
Okay, good.
It has a QR code that gets into the registration link.
Okay.
You'll be given instructions from there. I'm going to post it on my socials. I'm going to post my poster and the Enable post on as well. So please follow me as well on all of my socials. On Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. And we'll put all your social media handles on this video so that people can follow you.
Yes.
And you share so much information. So everyone, please look out for Karen Muriuki.
Yes.
Award-winning disabilities influencer.
Enabled.
Oh my God.
Enable. Yeah.
You're what?
I'm an Enable award-winning disability inclusion influencer.
I can't even see that. You're so sharp. I guess that's a long word.
I know it's a long word. I know.
Yeah, but basically, let's follow Karen. We're going to listen out to you. We're going to look at your the information that you share because you're sharing so much.
Yes.
And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Karen Muriuki is an adult autistic. She is inspiring us and giving us hope as we raise our young children to know that they're going to influence the world. They're going to impact the world. And Karen, you're impacting.
Thank you.
You've done so much work.
Thank you.
I honor you. I admire you. I am so happy to have you, to work with you, even as we support my little boy and many other people outside. And we enjoy to listen to you in church, you as you play in the choir. Keep doing good.
Thank you.
Keep doing good. Keep having fun.
Yes.
I didn't ask you what you do for your fun. I know I'll ask you another time. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And Karen, I want you to tell them that to like, subscribe, and share this podcast.
Yo, people, this is your girl Karen Muriuki. If you're watching this channel, kindly I urge you, y'all, please hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Awesome. Thank you. Woo! Shout out to Karen. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, and that's how to say clap for the
deaf.
For the deaf. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll ensure because of you asked to ensure that we have sign language interpretation for them. Yeah. Thank you so much. Do you wanna give me a high 10?
Maybe it's good to this.
I know, because you don't want a hug. Eh?
Sometimes, but
my squeeze.
I don't know. Anyway,
I know.
We move.
Thank you so much. Let's go get something to bite. Asante sana.
Merci
Thanks,
beaucoup.
Karen. I want to gift you a book.